Hello everyone, so welcome back. So in the previous video, we have seen some of the disadvantages in the conventional approach, right? So now to overcome all those things, okay? So that's what Airflow to rescue, right? So basically, Airflow is a combination of scheduling, alerting, and monitoring the platform, and can work independently without any modification in the main job code. Okay, that is the actual task are untouched. Okay. Even you should not get confused with a ETL tool. Okay, so Airflow is not a ETL tool. Okay, so it will so basically it will just schedule and where it helps to schedule the jobs. Okay, and where we can with the help of once you have scheduled, okay, we can just we can just monitor those jobs, and we can just set the alerts. Okay, we can just follow all those things. Okay, so you can see. So these are some of the main principles. Okay, so once we get into the UI, I'll explain all those things. Okay, so you can see. So as I told you, in the previous videos, I've discussed some of the principles here, right? First, it is a dynamic. Okay, so Airflow pipelines are configuration as a code, that is Python allowing the dynamic pipeline generation. So this allows for the writing code that initiates the pipeline dynamically. Okay, and it is extensible. Okay, so we easily define your own operators. Okay, so we have different operators like bash operators, Python operators. Okay, so and even the executors. Okay, and extend so it's easy to define your own operators, execute and extend the library so that it fits the level of abstraction that choose your environment. So based on our requirements, okay, so we can just set the different operators, executors, and we can choose any library. Okay, it is elegant. Okay, so Airflow pipelines are lean and explicit. Okay, so it parameterizing your scripts is built into a core of Airflow using the powerful Jinja templating engine. Okay, so it uses basically Jinja templating engine. So it is scalable, as I told you. So Airflow has a modular architecture. Okay, so and uses a messaging queue to orchestrate an arbitrary number of workers. Is ready to scale into infinity. So Airflow is not. So this is what. Okay, so Airflow is not a data streaming solution. Okay, and tasks do not move data from one another. This is what main thing you need to remember. So when we talk about the Airflow, okay, so it is not a ETL tool. Okay, in this will not move data from source to destination. Okay, so even it's not a Spark streaming. Okay, or the Storm space. Okay, it is more compatible to the Uzi. Okay, can just compare this with the Uzi. And so this is some of the benefits of Airflow. Okay, so if we want to conclude it, okay, so it has the elegant UI to easily monitor your DAGs. Okay, so it has a centralized configuration for tracking. It has upstream and downstream task dependencies are easily handled in the Airflow, and Airflow can reprocess the historical jobs easily. Okay, so even like you can configure the alert emails to send on every action. Okay, so taken like when the task is retired, or DAG is succeeded. Okay, so since it is open source, so you can expect a good support and regular updates from Airflow active community. So just remember, so it is not a ETL tool. Okay, so if you want to schedule a task, okay, so if you have in a for example, as you can just take it as an example. Okay, so so if I want to poll the data activity, then I want to extract the process the data and store it in. So for all this, okay, so we can create a DAG. Okay, so these are some of the tasks which I should to perform. Okay, so this everything is handled by the Airflow, and rest everything we can just manage. We can which task got executed, what is the time taken to execute this particular task. Okay, so whether it was successful or whether it got failed, and we can just schedule it for every day daily, that is 9 a.m. Okay, this is what the Airflow is. This complete orchestration. Okay, uh, um, um, uh, it perform all the scheduler jobs and all those things. Okay, so and just remember, so it's not a ETL where it extract and load the data, where it sends data from source to destination. Okay, so this is some of the benefits of Airflow. I hope you now we have just understood what is Airflow, and why it is actually used, and what is and what is like Airflow, and what Airflow is not, right? So this is what we have covered right till now.